talking about Zoho SalesIQ, how SalesIQ will have an impact towards your business, how it can help your business grow, reduce your workload with automations, and all that you can achieve with Zoho SalesIQ. So let's begin. First things first, what is Zoho SalesIQ? Sales IQ is a live chat engagement software with which you can connect with your website visitors. Now, most businesses will have a website, right? And who are the people who visit your website? If people are checking out your website, it means that they need something from you. And in case they can't find what they're looking for, they'll leave. More often than not, your website will have what the visitor wants, but they may not be able to find it because of various reasons. Ultimately, they'd leave your website and you will lose them. And that's an opportunity lost right there. Because every website visitor is an opportunity for a business. We wouldn't know who's going to turn into a potential lead or a customer. So initially, every visitor counts. So the problem over here is lack of engagement. There is a gap between your business and your website visitors. You do not know who are the people, visiting your website. There is no proper tool or medium to communicate with the people visiting your website. Let's take a real estate example now that we are addressing the real estate audience. In a traditional real estate physical storefront, you will want to know everyone who walks through your door. You will greet them personally, gather their contact information, and you learn how you can help them just by talking to them face to face. But now in an online real estate is it's a little bit different. Your website serves as a virtual storefront where potential clients can learn about your services, view property listings, and so on. So, because you cannot talk to them face to face, you need to use a tool to get to know your website visitors. It's great when people visit your website, but you need to know more about your audience, where they come from, how long they stay on your website, what do they find interesting on your website, and how to get back to them. So, speaking in sales terms, you must turn your online visitors into leads and let them go through your sales cycle or funnel. So that is where Zoho Sales IQ comes in. Sales IQ is the perfect tool to give your website visitors a slight push towards your product or service. It helps initiate the relationship between a customer and a business. Sales IQ acts like a bridge between you and your website visitors. You can use Sales IQ and actually communicate with your visitors in real time. And not just that, with Sales IQ, you can actually see who is currently on your website. It gives you important analytics about your visitors. It lets you engage and interact with them proactively, helping them with their requirements. So basically, with Sales IQ, you'll be targeting your website visitors and then transforming them from visitors to leads and from leads to customers. Now we have a website where we would get constant engagement. Now, if you start using Sales IQ for your business, you on your website you will have a lot of engagement, leads, contacts, or even deals. And on the other hand, we have CRM where you would manage all your customer details and information. Now, what happens when we integrate these two software? The prime objective of this integration is that if we have a visitor in Sales IQ who could be a potential customer, that detail can be easily pushed to your CRM right from Sales IQ. You do not have to navigate to CRM to create a lead or contact. It can be done right from Sales IQ. And in case you already have a customer in your CRM database and they are visiting your website, you will be able to see their CRM details populated inside Sales IQ. It lets you know that this is actually your you already have this information in your CRM, and this is somebody you can, they could be a prospect, and your operators can give more attention to that particular visitor. So sales, like, you can engage with them contextually and help them with their needs and requirements. So this integration is a two-way push of data. That is, details will be pushed from SalesIQ to CRM, and also from CRM to SalesIQ. So when you are engaging with a visitor using SalesIQ, if you have the visitor info available in your CRM, SalesIQ will fetch that information from CRM and display it on the SalesIQ dashboard, where you can see and engage with them, and the vice versa. That is what this integration is all about. um, yes. So I think we have a small idea about integrating SalesIQ with CRM. Moving on, I think we can jump into SalesIQ. uh, The first and foremost step will be to install SalesIQ on your website. So when you first subscribe to the trial version of SalesIQ, you would get this screen on your website. You just need to click on this code and copy it and paste it in the HTML source code of your website, and then save and publish it. Once you publish it, you'll be able to see the SalesIQ live chat icon on your website's bottom right corner. So this means that once you see that icon, this means that you have successfully added SalesIQ to your website. And this means that your website visitors can click on this icon and engage with you in real time using SalesIQ's live chat feature. So on this website, I've already deployed the SalesIQ chat widget. That is, I've pasted the code on this site's HTML source code, and therefore the chat widget, as you see here at the bottom right, is live. As we already saw, this is what the SalesIQ chat will look like. So once you click on it, this is how your website visitors can connect with you, via a call or chat. As whatever they find convenient, they can do that. They can reach you anytime they want. Now, this chat widget, I want to say that in this case, I've actually changed it to red color. You can change it to any. You can change all the components of the chat widget to suit your business requirements. You can change the color of the widget and window. You can also write custom CSS and completely change like the look and feel of the widget to blend in with your website as well. Because once you start using a live chat for your website, I think it's important that it feels like part of your brand. So I think that's very important, and SalesIQ caters to that very well. Now, let me quickly show you the SalesIQ dashboard. I see some visitors. We have USA, India, again, USA. So actually, when you have accessed the site, you will be showing up on these rings. That is how it works. So this is the SalesIQ dashboard, and this is known as the rings view, where you can see your website visitors in real time. That is, all the visitors who are currently on your website will be displayed on the rings view dashboard. At this time, most of these visitors, as I said, are you guys. So, now if you hover over one of these visitors, okay, you get some details, and you get the time spent by the visitor on the website. As you can see, 2 minutes, and you have somebody has clicked the chat widget. We can see that right here, and yes, this is a new visitor. That's stuff that you can see right by hovering over these icons. And now, like I said, this ring view will display all of your visitors who are on your site. But what if you want the rings to only display visitors who meet a certain criteria? Now we have four rings here. You can categorize or prioritize your visitors on SalesIQ based on certain conditions that suit your business requirement. So by default, SalesIQ will categorize visitors based on time spent by the visitor on your site. So when a visitor lands on your site, they'll be on this ring. This is a ring 4. And then they'll be moved on to ring 3 when they spend more than a minute, and then more than 3 minutes they'll be moved on to ring 3, and ring 2, and then they'll be moved on to ring 1. So that's how it. Pick it up. We'll come back to this. Okay. Now, as I was saying, what if you want the rings to only display visitors who meet a certain criteria? For example, as we are from the real estate industry, you are running, let's say you're running a business in Chicago and your targeted audience are from the same city. You want only visitors from Chicago to be displayed on the first ring, say this ring. You want generally what I'm saying is you want a certain set of visitors who match a certain criteria to be displayed on a particular ring. This is easily possible. We go here on the top right, we have customize, and then we already have a lot of default options here. And as I said, usually time spent is the condition that we use, that we see on Sales IQ, but we have the option to add custom conditions as per your business requirement. So first we can, like I said, if you have a condition that you want to see people only from Chicago, click on choose city here and say Chicago. And for ring 2, so this was for ring 1, and for ring 2 we have, let's say you want to display your Zoho CRM prospects. So we can do that. You can click on, you can type in Zoho CRM, there's visitor stage, and you can choose prospect. So that is for ring 2. And ring 3, you can go for time spent on site. Like if a visitor spends more time on your site, it means that they are interested in your business. So let's go for time on site is greater than 10 minutes. And for ring 4, let's say, does anybody want to venture a criteria? We have a lot of options here. We have search engine, we have current page URL. This is a great way. Like if you have a real estate website, you will have different, you'll have buy, rent, sell, all of those things. So if you wanted to say, for example, if you wanted to choose see visitors from who access buy a home alone, that page alone, you can use that particular URL, and you can say current page URL, add that URL to this particular thing, and that's another way you can customize.
Yes, a quick one. The source of the criteria, is this all coming from the context CRM, or what might, for instance, if somebody has their location from one city, but their IP is from a different location, are you able to pull that information as well, or is everything pulling directly from their CRM record?
Both the thing would be possible by using this ring view customization. By default, a SalesIQ can identify the visitor using the IP address. So for an example, like if you are located somewhere and if you're using a specific IP address, so SalesIQ can identify the visitor location based on the IP. And in other way, so since we do have an integration between SalesIQ and Zoho CRM, so while we are capturing any particular information from the CRM, so obviously while you're performing any customization within the ring view, you can get that information and you can customize the view. So either you can directly get the visitor location using the IP, or else if that value is already available within the Zoho CRM, by using this method, you can just fetch the data and then you can customize it within the ring view.
So once we add conditions for all 4 rings, we can add a rule name and save it. What happens is, okay, so we see a reshuffling of the visitors, and we also see that some of the visitors have gone out of the rings and are now displayed as yellow stars. So what has happened now is Sales IQ has prioritized the visitors based on whatever rules that we have added, and these are visitors who satisfy the criteria, and these are visitors who do not satisfy the criteria. So the good thing about this is Sales IQ doesn't let any visitor out of your vision. So you even have your cold visitor. These are called cold visitors, the visitors who have gone out of the rings, the visitors who did not satisfy the criteria. They are called cold visitors. So you can concentrate on the visitors that you have prioritized. And in case you also want to, engage with these visitors, you can do that as well. Now we've talked about the live rings view and what it will display. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and change this to time spent again. Okay, so if we click on one of the visitors here, let's say, yes, just call me Pete, you're on stage. So we have some information about Pete here. We see the name, we have the place that he's from, we have some information here. We also have responded. We have some really good information. This person has responded to your chat. This is the time spent on site. We have number of past chats versus number of visits. We have the IP address. We have the landing page, that is the page on which the visitor has landed, and you have source, which is direct here, which means they access your site directly with the address on the browser. So that is all the information that we have about Pete. So we have Pete's footprint on the website as well. We have, he's been going around, going to buy a home, sell a home, all of this we can see. And we also have the time he spent on each page. So let me go and look at another. Okay, so this is a little bit different. Pete was a new visitor, and Draco, as we see here, this is actually one of the, it's actually me. So we have the name, we have the place, we have a lot more. We here on this side, we have other information, which is CRM information. So the people who you have the information of in CRM will be, you can see that information here as well. So CRM info is also there. And here on the top, let me look for another visitor. Excuse me. Okay, so here on this side, we have opportunity and lead score. Lead score is actually the score given to your visitor based on their actions on your website. You can set the criteria for lead score, and when they satisfy the predefined criteria specified by you on your settings, they will be given a certain lead score, and the lead score keeps increasing if they are, if they satisfy your criteria. And opportunity percentage will be calculated based on the visitor's lead score. So this is basically the proactive chat window. And in this, with this, you can actually strike a conversation with your website visitors. So you can actually proactively reach out to them. You do not have to wait for them to reach you. You can do that if you feel that, if your operator feels that this person is a prospect and they could be, we could convert them. They can go ahead and start proactive chat and start assisting them.
The lead score that you're showing right there, is that the same lead score as the CRM lead score, which would be the cumulative lead score? That I've sent 15 emails in the past, they've clicked on these things, they've progressed from lead to contact, and that lead score in CRM is now up to about 500. So now when they come to SalesIQ, is that the same lead score, or is it a different lead score?
Okay, so Pete, that's a very good question. And no, it's not the same lead score, because in SalesIQ, it's you have to give the specific conditions. Yes, you have to give the specific conditions to increase the lead score of a particular visitor. When they satisfy the conditions that you have set in SalesIQ, that is when the lead score increases. If am I right, Raj? You want to?
Yeah, correct. And I would like to also add one more additional point in this, because when we are talking about the lead scoring concept, so in terms of Sales IQ CRM integration, so while you are performing the integration configuration, we do provide an option to set the threshold for the lead score. So for an example, like you might have set certain criteria, because thousands of visitors might be landed on your website on every day. So unfortunately, all the visitor might not be a valid prospect or lead. So obviously we needs to be filter out in certain condition. In that case, you can use the lead score. So because within the lead score, like you have configured the, customization for the ring view. So like that, we have provided lots of criteria. So by using those criteria, we can set some specific value. So once the visitor meet that specific lead scoring value, so whatever the threshold you have configured within the integration, so if it is matches, then only the system will automatically push the visitor as a lead or contact inside the Zoho CRM. So this is kind of an automated process. Obviously, by using this method, you can very easily push the visitor from SalesIQ to Zoho CRM.
That does that answer your question, Pete?
Well, it actually explained it. I had just considered that everyone that hits the website I already know. But Raj makes a good point that if someone comes to the website that we don't know, then they're not going to be in CRM to start with. So having a they don't have a lead score. So it makes sense. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, but I understand what he's saying.
Right. Great. So now that Pete has asked, I'll just like to show where you can go and set the settings or the criteria for your lead score. Just to show that, we go to settings here, and we have under automate, we have lead scoring. Okay, and you can actually add conditions here. So this is just like we saw for the ring view customization. You have a lot of criteria here that you can use for your that just suits your business requirement, right?
Like returning
Yes,
person.
you have visitor type here, and you can choose returning visitor, and you can actually add score. Let me show you. Use like this. Is that clear? Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Super.
Hamita, also please go into the integration section and then show the threshold option for the lead score where we have provided. So that would be much more easier for Pete to understand how exactly it works in terms of the integration. You can go ahead to the integrations and Zoho CRM configurations.
Yes.
Just scroll down. Yeah, this is the place. Set up the threshold for the lead score. So here you can set the actual threshold. So once the visitor meet the threshold, the system will automatically push them as a lead or contact into the Zoho CRM.
Very good.
Great.
Thank you.
Sanjay here. Sorry to interrupt. I would like to add just one more point. Like Pete asked, when you have the visitor score, like Raj said, you can have a threshold set and those leads can only be pushed. If you don't want to do that, you can still push all the leads. And in CRM, you can see a section called as visit summary where you see the visit score separately and also the scoring rules of CRM separately. So you can weigh both and then take a decision on which leads to prioritize. So you can take that path as well if needed, because CRM displays both these options inside a particular lead.
Here I would like to add one more point. So through Zoho SalesIQ, we are pushing the lead to Zoho CRM, right? So along with this process, we do provide an option to approve the valid lead inside the Zoho CRM, which means if you have, you might have set some kind of a criteria within the Zoho CRM. So similarly, for inside the SalesIQ integration, you can set some criteria. Based on that, we can push all the lead to Zoho CRM, but it will not actually converted as a real lead. So once you get into the Zoho CRM under the approval process, you can decide whether those are the valid lead or not, and then you can provide the approval from there. So that option also available within the SalesIQ.
Now, to further confuse things, if I had a Zoho campaign and I sent out emails via campaigns, where are we pushing lead scores?
So within the lead scoring rule, we do have an option to set the criteria based on those things as well. So by using that, you can just set up the criteria. So in case if the visitor lands on the site through Zoho campaign mail, so if you provided any specific points over there, so based on that, if the visitor met the criteria, it will automatically push us the lead to Zoho CRM. So everything would be possible within the criteria list. We have a plenty of criterias over there. So you can decide whatever you want, whichever more suitable for your business.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Great.
Thank you.
So now, when we talk about engaging your visitors, there's two types of engagement, like I said. One is proactive chat, which is just by clicking on the visitor, and you can actually start a proactive chat. I'm just gonna go ahead. Say hi. So this is, you are proactively reaching out to your visitors. Yes, so I have received hi here. So as I said, that is just me, and I have received hi. I can just go ahead and talk to the operator here. Visitor, I'm hitting reply, and this is just how you can converse with your visitor. You are starting a proactive chat and conversing with the visitor. Another way is for your visitor to start when they enter your website, they need something from you, they'll start the why doesn't one like how we saw Pete, he actually started a conversation, I'd like to buy Amy's homes for sale, maybe close tomorrow. So this is we received this message, I'll just say of course, why not. And I'm sure Pete would have received the message. She's too expensive. As you can see here, we can actually see what he's typing in. She's too expensive. Sorry. Even before he sent the message, we actually saw what he was typing in. So there are many features on here. This is the operator chat window. This is the next topic that I wanted to cover. So once we start a conversation, we are landing on this page, which is the operator chat window. This is here we have a lot of features which will help your operator, give your visitors a really good experience, the best assistance possible, if you will say. So on the center here we have the message input box, you send messages, and now on the right hand side here we have the visitor info section. We have just a name, the place where they are from. This is the visitor's local time. We have tags. We can add tags. For example, he's interested in buying Amy's home. So home Amy. So this we cannot create any more tags, Raj.
Actually, so I mean, whatever you're typing, if that particular tag is not available, it will not be listed over there. Better you can just use the conversation tag because this is kind of a conversation, right? So that
Yes.
would be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But here I can add tags.
Yeah, you can.
Generate tags. I'm not able to. Okay. I guess we have reached the limit for this portal, and that is why I'm not able to add any tags. But I can add these tags that are already there and save it. So tags are basically meaningful labels that you can add to your conversations and contacts. So it is about adding meaningful labels and categorizing them in a way that will be useful for you and also the other operators. So at a later date, if you wanted to filter out conversations or contacts, based on a tag, that is easily possible with this particular feature. So we have, and now we have seen all of the visitor information. Coming to widgets.
Hamita, let me ask another question. As
Right.
the manager, and I have, let's say, 5 or 10 salespeople working for me, I'd like to be able to go and see all of the tags of chats that my agents have had that relative to for rent. Is that possible?
We can go to chat section and we can actually filter out with conversation tags. and you can actually type in the tag that you have added for your. I think he asked about.
So all of you guys are on my team. You chatted with someone, Raj chatted with someone else, Amy chatted with someone else. I'm the manager. I want to see all the chats that have something to do with for rent so that
Right.
I can help my
Yes,
agent.
yes, Pete. Actually, we do have some interesting feature called conversation monitor. So by using that, it is absolutely possible. Actually, the main beauty of that particular feature is like, so within that configuration, you can able to add the operators, whoever you like to monitor. So obviously, if any chat is connected with that particular operator, so within the Sales IQ, dashboard, once you get it in the chat, you will get the separate option called, chat monitor. So where all the chats will be listed. So you can able to go through all the chat conversation. In case if you really felt you would like to join the chat conversation, you can directly click on join chat and you will be part of the chat conversation. You can further take over. And meanwhile, within the Sales IQ, we do provide some option to initially chat with other operators. So in case instead of join the chat conversation, if you like to convey any information to a particular operator who is currently on a chat with the particular visitor, also just convey that information, and that operator will directly provide the information over the chat. So this is one of the beautiful option. Why? Because for these kind of customer service platform, obviously we might have hire lots of person, and they might need more attention in the initial stage. So you can flawlessly use that option to make it work.
But any notes that I send to you to help you are not going to show up to the prospect that's on the website.
Didn't get you, Pete. Beg your
Uh,
pardon?
so you're chatting with Amy. Amy asked a question that you don't know the answer to, but because I'm monitoring the chat and I do know the answer, I send the answer to you as opposed to jumping into the conversation. Is that right?
Yeah, that is also possible. Actually, this can be possible in two different way. Either you can just pass the answer to me, and I'm the person chat with Amy, so I can right away provide that information over the chat to Amy. That is a one option. In other way, since you are monitoring my chat, in case if you really wants to be part of the conversation, so within the chat monitoring option, you will get an option to join the chat. By clicking on that, you can directly jump into the conversation and you can move further. So this is another way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hi, Sanjay here again. I would like to add one more point to it. Amita, can you click on this filter icon next to active chats? So if you see, there is an option called as conversation tags is also a filter. So if you want to find out who has spoken to a particular customer related to rent, if they have added this tag as rent, you can just filter it, and based on those criteria, the chats related to the particular conversation alone will pop up. So I think this is also one way that you can filter out and see the chats that you just want to see about.
Sam, in that scenario, it would be historical chats that have already happened. Is that correct?
No, you can also do it for active chats or for historical chats.
Okay, great. Okay.
I have a question. So, how would I can imagine using this? Well, the way I would envision using this is I would just want our team at this particular moment to be notified if somebody's spending time on one of like our single property listings. So where would I set that up? Because I'm not sitting here and my team isn't sitting here in Sales IQ all day, but if somebody is visiting one of our single property sites on our website, we'd like to know that and potentially engage with them. So where would I set that up to get notification somehow?
Okay, so here I'd like to add one more point. I mean, actually, the thing is like Hamita already show you up like how we can customize the ring view so to prioritize the specific visitor, right? So in your questing, the better option is we do have automatic trigger option. So where we can able to configure everything. So as you said, like if it is not necessary, nobody needs to sit in front of the system and keep on watching the ring view. Whoever, staying on your site more than an hour to initiate the chat. Instead, by using the trigger option, you can set same kind of criteria. And so you can also send the chat invite. For an example, if someone lands on the site on a specific page, okay, so a specific property page, and they are just lands on the site and keep on roaming within that page more than 1 hour. So in a visitor point of view, they are really looking for something, but unfortunately the operator might be missed out to initiate the chat proactively. So if you have configured the trigger, what will happen is automatically once the visitor met the criteria, you can also set the time, like after 30 minutes or after 1 hour, you can automatically send the chat invite. So wherever the visitor they are, they will suddenly get the chat window pop up. So that is one of the easiest way we can, make a connection with the visitor. And if the visitor respond back, that will directly connect with Zoho Sales IQ as a live chat. So the operator, they can aware of it because the operator will receive the chat notification in a loud way. So they can start the conversation. This is one of the easiest way.
Okay,
Raj,
perfect.
I
Thank
think
you.
Amy was saying, could you also send an email that says that Pete was on the website earlier today looking at house 123 Main Street?
Unfortunately, that wouldn't be possible right now, Pete, because this is kind of a live chat platform, right? So if the visitor is already on the website, if they are really looking for some help, obviously we can directly provide the chat alert to the operator, whoever they are in front of the system. So we do have additional option. You can, the operator, they can download the mobile application, operator mobile application on their Android or iOS device. In case if they are not in front of the system, they can go anywhere, they can carry the phone. So if someone lands on the site, they will get the notification. If someone try to initiate the chat also within the mobile application, they can get the notification. That is one of the easiest way. So even though if you go somewhere, you can carry the phone and you can have the chat conversation. It is not necessary. It needs to be sit in front of the system all the time.
But if it's after hours, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, then when I come in tomorrow morning, I would certainly like to know that Amy was on the website looking at 123 Main Street.
Yeah, we do have an option called Mr. Chat Alert emails. For an example, like outside of, we do have an option to set the business as well. So in case if someone lands on your site and then seeking for help outside of the business as, but unfortunately nobody available to provide the solution at that time, that particular chat will be landed as a Mr. Chat. So we do have an option to handle the Mr. Chat in two different ways. So one is like once the operator available, they can log into the dashboard and they can directly go to the Mr. Chat section. And if they want, they can reply back via Sales IQ. Or else we do have a configuration of to send an email alert to a specific email addresses. So if the chat is missed, immediately we will send the email notification to a specific email, whatever they have configured within the Sales IQ. In that email, we have provided lots of information about that particular visitor. So like the missed visitor related information and whatever the query they have asked, everything. So by checking that email, we can easily aware of it. And after that, we can go to the Sales IQ. We can go to the Mr. Chat. If we collect the visitor phone number, we can directly contact them. Or else, if we do have an integration with Zoho Desk, we can directly convert as a ticket through Zoho Desk. We can reply them. So like that also we can do it.
So
Amy,
I have
does
a
that answer
follow-up
your
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a follow-up question. So
Yeah.
if I'm in the field or our agents are in the field, are you saying in order and we set up this criteria, but they're not in front of their desk, are you saying the best way for them to get notified would be they have to download a PageSense app? Or would there be a way that it could go to Click because we use Click regularly? So to not have another app would be nice.
Like as I told you, you can use our Zoho Sales IQ mobile application. So that is an operator application which is available in both, Android as well as iOS version. You can directly download it.
The sales IQ.
So
Okay.
yeah, that would be perfectly fine for your case. Like you can carry the phone anywhere, and if any visitor lands on the site, you will get the notification over the phone. If someone initiate the chat also, you can access and you can also provide the solution over the mobile itself, because like how we are using the WhatsApp and other stuff on the mobile phone. In the same way, we can also use the Sales IQ mobile app and we can chat with our website visitor. That is absolutely an easy way.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to
Um,
you, Hamita.
Yes. So when since we talked about triggers, I think the question was when they spend more than some time on the site. This is how you can actually configure it. So you can go from settings, you can choose triggers, and then you can add it. You can add as many conditions as you like. So I have added time on site is 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes, and they have accessed a particular page of your website. So if they actually satisfy these two criteria, they will be sent, you can actually choose to send a chat invite. So you can like send, we have a discount offer going on, anything to push the sale at that point. So they are actually your prospect because they are satisfying your conditions. So there is a greater chance of converting. So you can actually send them, this is a proactive a trigger which can be automated and sent to the visitor. So that is how you do triggers.
One added point here to make this, more unique. So, Hamita, just close this option and then scroll down. Get into the triggers.
Okay,
Okay. And open any one of the trigger.
right. Edit.
Just click on edit. Yeah. Just scroll down. Okay. So just scroll up a little bit.
Sorry.
Okay, you can see initiate the trigger when the visitor lands on the site, access any pages on the website, leave the website, and one more option also there performs a custom action. So, which is one of the unique option I would like to mention here. So, not only for if the visitor roaming inside the website. So, other than that, if they are performing any custom action, for an example, if you have designed any particular button, so in a particular property, so obviously if that button leads to a purchase or some other thing, at the time if the person click on that button, automatically we can send the chat invite to them. So that is more unique because in that way, so we can easily communicate with the visitor. So we can percentage of make the user purchase the particular property is more prominent for this particular thing, because at the time when they are purchasing, we are providing the chat support. So like that also we can customize it and we can send the chat invite to them. Thank you.
Is there a current functionality or a roadmap to integrating an internal ChatGPT solution for automated responses? Is there or will be handoff or option to take over by a live team member?
Yes, both is, indeed possible. So we do have a Zobot feature as well as we do have an answer bot, and we already provided an option to make the connection between SalesIQ Zobot with ChatGPT. So let's say we do have Hamita already have a plan to provide, some information about the chatbot. So we do have multiple different platforms. Let me make it quickly. So we do have a codeless bot, which is mainly designed for the person who don't have a coding knowledge. By using that, they can able to create the bot. Within that, we have provided an option to make a connection with ChatGPT. So when the visitor reaches to that particular flow, so whatever the knowledge that you have already trained within the OpenAI account, that will be fetched, and using that we can provide the solution to the visitor. And operator hands-off also possible within the codeless bot builder as well as like all our bot builder platform, which is indeed possible. Why? Because we do provide an option within the configuration. So when the visitor go on with the Zobot chat conversation, along with each one of the Zobot response, we are providing an option to hands off. So in case if the visitor felt okay, they don't want to communicate further with the bot, they really need an assistance with the human person. So they can click on that option and they can connect with the human at any time. That is one option. In other way, if he really wants to be specified, if the visitor move on to a specific flow, if we want to forward the visitor to the human operator, so we can also decide it where exactly we needs to be use that forward option. So both is possible, like ChatGPT integration as well as the hands-off. Both are absolutely possible in SalesIQ.
I just want to add a plug here. I just shared a link. We had a detailed session about this on building bots, different kinds of bots, including chat GPT integration. It's all the recording are available in this link, Joshua and others.
Yeah.
And Sabji here again. So I know Abhita is going to cover the topics about Zobot and AnswerBot, but that will also address the questions that Pete and Amy had earlier. What if you're not available? What if it's out of your business hours? So this Zobot can overtake and answer the customer if they have any questions. At least they can try to answer the basic things about the properties. If we have already document available on what can be shared, like a brochure or something, that can be shared by the Zobot itself, so that it can be the first point of contact when an actual human is not available, and then it could uh, chat later so that you can take it up. And SalesIQ has an interesting integration with Zoho Desk as well. So any chat that comes inside can be created as a desk ticket. So any missed chat as well goes inside as a desk ticket. So when you are back for your business hours, you can go to desk and take that as a ticket and start the details to the customer later as well.
Okay, so I also want to talk about, since we were talking about emails and those things, I just want to go ahead and say that you have an option. This is the visitor history section. This is the visitors section. So all the visitors who have come to your website will be listed in this section. So this is under here. And you have 4 tabs here. You have all visitors, leads, contacts, and companies. So what happens here is you actually have the option to export or schedule. You have the option to export as an Excel document or CSV file, and you can actually schedule and send a particular list of visitors to whoever you want. So at the end of the day, if you wanted to send all the leads or all the contacts or all visitors, it's anything, and you can actually choose what is the visitor history list you want to send. And if you say returning leads and choose the Excel file, at what time do you want to send it? Every day? What is the frequency of sending the email? You can go ahead and choose every day. And if you wanted to send today's leads or today's returning leads to a particular set of recipients, you can easily do that with this scheduled report option we have in the visitors section. I just wanted to add that because this is a really cool thing that you can actually send these lists every day or every week or every month to your sales or marketing teams, anything, and they can perform follow-ups and all that. So this is actually possible as well. Now, moving back, I was going to talk about widgets. So here we have now moving back to the chat at hand, we have the widgets on this side. These widgets are actually user interfaces that can be made part of SalesIQ's operator chat window to display information related to a visitor's conversation. And we can also perform certain cool actions on the widgets as well. So let's see here. This is the website activity widget. And next we have the Zia profile enrichment widget. Here we actually have this is Pete, and we have his company information right here. So this is Zia profile enrichment. You get the company details of the visitor, and then you have Zoho in-house widgets, which is what I wanted to talk about. So we have Zoho CRM, Zoho Desk, and Zoho Campaigns. So if you have integrated SalesIQ with CRM or Desk or Campaigns, you will have these widgets will be available for you to use. So widgets, as we see here, is one of the really powerful features of SalesIQ. It actually allows you to bring your other apps right inside SalesIQ. So you need not go back and forth between CRM or Zoho Desk or other windows. All the data is right here in this window at your disposal. So here you can view all the CRM details. So let's see. So here this Zoho CRM widget does not have any information about Pete. What we are going to do is we are going to push to Zoho CRM Pete's details right from here. I'm going to say push to Zoho CRM. I'm going to create Pete as a lead. I'm going to say Atlanta Homes status, attempted to contact. You can actually choose any status you want. Contacted, junk lead, pre-qualified, contact in future. The status you can set here. You can add the phone number if you wish. You can choose the lead owner right here, and you can also add a follow-up task. This is a follow-up task for CRM. You can actually add it right here on SalesIQ. And if I click on submit, the lead is added successfully. So let me go to Zoho CRM, and I'm just going to refresh. And Just Call Me Pete is here from Atlanta Home. So what we have done actually is, like I said, this is a very, very seamless integration. You can actually push details of the visitors from Zoho SalesIQ to CRM without ever leaving Zoho SalesIQ. So everything is happening inside the operator chat window. You can everything can be done. So if I wanted to convert Pete as a contact, that is also possible right here, and see contact converted. And if you wanted to add a deal as well, that is also possible right here on Zoho SalesIQ. So that was about somebody who is not yet in your CRM, and their details you can actually take from SalesIQ and push it to CRM right from SalesIQ. Now, on the other hand, say you have the details of the visitor already available in your CRM. You have a customer and you have already added them to your CRM, and say that customer is accessing your website and they are conversing with your operator using the chat. SalesIQ will fetch the customer's data from CRM and display it on your SalesIQ. SalesIQ CRM widget. So let me see, Terry. Terry is somebody who's already in CRM. Let's see here, 1 minute. I've already added them here in CRM. It was already there, and SalesIQ fetches those details for me in the CRM widget. So that is the beauty of this integration. It is a two-way street, two-way push of data. If the visitor details are not available, you can push the details to CRM. And if the details are available in CRM, you can, SalesIQ will fetch it for you. Okay, now let's look at, I'll just show you, I already showed you the screen. I'm just gonna go back there. I'm gonna show you where you can configure the integration. From settings, go to integrations and then Zoho CRM. I've already added the CRM. Yes. Okay, I've already added the CRM integration, but for people who haven't, there will be an add button here. You can just click on it and log in with your credentials, and that's it. Your CRM will be integrated with SalesIQ, just like that. Now, let me go back to the operator chart window. And here, as you can see, we have the Zoho Desk widget as well. As Sam said before, we have an integration with Zoho Desk, Zoho Campaigns. So any details, of the visitor in your desk will be here. Now, we do not have anything as of now, but like I said, again, if you wanted to create this particular chat as a ticket, you can go ahead and click on convert chat and convert chat as ticket, and the ticket will be moved just like we saw in SalesIQ, CRM. This chat can be converted as ticket and moved to desk as well. So again, if you have an integration with campaigns and you have sent out any campaigns, and if this particular visitor is part of certain campaign that you have sent, that will also be visible here in the Zoho Campaigns widget. So these widgets are again only available if you have enabled this integration. So that's important. Now, I also want to quickly touch up on other, interesting features of the operator chat window. We have screen share here. We have voice call option. We have so many invite operators. So if you wanted to invite an operator to this chat, you can do that. Transfer chat, share screen. Again, you have recent chats. So if it is somebody else, recent chats of the particular visitor will be seen. And here we have summary option. This is actually an integration with ChatGPT. So if you wanted to summarize a particular conversation, let's say this one, not a big conversation. All right. So if I wanted to summarize this conversation, summary and summarize, ChatGPT will actually summarize and give me this entire conversation in just a few lines, so that if I wanted to have a look at the previous conversation and start this conversation, I can actually do that. I can quickly have a read and then provide contextual support. So that is again an integration with ChatGPT. And then we have some quick access options here. We can share attachments, we can share articles and FAQs, We can share canned replies. Canned replies is again another feature that is really cool. So if I wanted to send, canned replies are basically pre-stored responses that you send often. So when I type in slash, all the canned replies that I've stored on my SalesIQ will pop in, and you can actually add dynamic variables to your canned replies. So here, as you can see, hi, just call me Pete. That means the visitor's name has been populated in that particular canned reply. So that is canned replies. We have other integrations. We have appointments, which is an integration with Zoho bookings. This is payments. We have an integration with Zoho checkout. And this is again, let's say, this is just for showing you guys. If I type in something here and I say writing assistant, we have the option to revise, rephrase, expand, and shorten. This is again an integration with ChatGPT. You can revise, rephrase, expand, and shorten a particular message and just send it. This will help your operators work very, very quick and efficient, which will save a lot of time. So that is that. So I guess we've covered most of the aspects of the operator chat window. Now, what will happen when so now we talked about, talking to your visitors and all the features of the operator chat window and to assist them effectively. Now let's talk about what will happen after the conversation ends. So after the conversation ends, let me see. So once this conversation ends, it will be moved to closed chats. Just Call Me Pete has been moved to closed chats. And if there was a particular a chat and that was missed by the operator, those chats will move on to the missed section. So that is about this. And we have visitors, as I already said, we have the visitor history here. We have all the chats. So this is a particular operator's chats. Whatever I am getting, whatever I'm attending, those chats will be listed here. But if you wanted to have a look at all of the chats that are happening on your portal, then you can go to the chat section. And that is the same thing with calls. All the calls happening on your portal will be listed here. And yeah, so we have all of that.
And Hamita, here I would like to add one point because Pete said that about the Zoho campaign, right? So we have already discussed about the trigger option. So within the trigger option, we do have one more thing, if the visitor trying to list on the website, so automatically, so we do have an option to capture the visitor information, and we can push the information to the Zoho campaign. So you can choose the last option, and you will get the option to push to Zoho campaign. So what will happen is it is one of the easiest way because most of the time the visitor lands on the site, SalesIQ can capture the information, and if the visitor provide their personal information, that will be also stored inside the SalesIQ. And yeah, very easier way, while the visitor move out of the website, automatically we can push the record into Zoho campaign as a contact. So collecting the Zoho campaign contact list, that would be much more easier in this info. So this is one of the point I would like to add.
It's been probably 2 years now, but one of the things that I noticed, and maybe it's still there, is in campaigns. For instance, if I write a campaign and I have an email and I have 3 or 4 different links within the campaign, right? If someone clicks on link number 1, then it has the / equals whatever that string is.
Got it.
It triggers SalesIQ, right?
Yes, you are right. Pete, you're talking about the campaign identifier link. So we can generate the campaign identifier link within the SalesIQ. And when we are sending the campaign emails to the set of contacts, so we can just implement the link which we have get it from the SalesIQ. So what will happen is, for an example, if I'm the person, I'm the one of the buyer from your real estate business. So you are just going to send a campaign email by attaching the SalesIQ identifier link. So I'm just to receive the email. If I click on that email, automatically it will redirect to your actual website, right? So in that particular case, by using that link, if I'm lands on your website, automatically SalesIQ can capture the information. So which is one of the easiest way, because as soon as the visitor lands on the site, it is not necessary. So I needs to be initiate the chat and provide all my informations once again, because I already stored as a contact inside your Zoho campaign. You have sent an email to me. So if I click on it, if I lands on your site, all my information will be known by the Zoho SalesIQ by using the identifier link. That is one of the easiest way. Thank you so much to remind me, actually.
So one of the other things that I do is, so that's in campaigns, right? So my logic was, well, if all it is a URL, then I just go into my regular sales inbox, or for that matter, I could use Gmail and put a link in a regular Gmail, like my signature, Pete English, and then here's my website, and here's several other links in my signature, and have the exact same URL using Gmail. And then if someone opens that if I send an email to you using Gmail, and you click on my website underneath my signature, same thing, it redirects you to my website. It pops up and says that Raj is on the website. And then if I'm using SalesIQ, then I go, hey, Raj, how can I help you? Right? So that using that URL, irrespective of whether it's campaigns or email, it should work, shouldn't it?
No. Actually, let me clarify something. Because the URL which you have captured from Zoho SalesIQ is nothing but the identifier link. So since SalesIQ and Zoho campaign already have an integration, so what we can provide and we can generate that specific URL. The main purpose of the URL is, if you are using that URL within the Zoho campaign and then send any emails to any visitor, so that particular URL will automatically fetch the contacts that already saved inside your Zoho campaign and provide the information to us. So if you take it as Gmail or any other mailing platform as an example, obviously we don't have any direct integration. The URL which we have used is specifically created for Zoho campaign. So at that particular reason, unfortunately, we can't able to automatically fetch those information directly. So that is the main reason why we are unable to do that for other platforms.
But if I was to use sales inbox, would it work?
As of now, we don't have any direct integration with that. So as of now, using these methodology only, we can able to capture that information. And so we needs to be think on it, so whether we do have any upcoming plan in our roadmap or not, do those kind of stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pete, if you send emails from the CRM, there's a checkbox option that you can enable that will allow SalesIQ tracking. So it's a different link than what campaigns does, but you can do it from email from CRM.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Amy, to notify that point. Why? Because how exactly we have provided that identifier option in Zoho campaign. In a similar way, for CRM also, we do have an identifier option. So by using that, if you are sending any emails, by enabling that option, so if the visitor received that email from Zoho CRM, if they click on it and redirect to the actual website, so automatically we can capture the CRM related information, whether it could be a CRM lead or whether it could be a CRM contact. As soon as the visitor click on the link and then lands on the site, so with the help of that identifier, automatically SalesIQ can track the information. So immediately SalesIQ can recognize, instead of consider as the anonymous visitor, we can just capture those information and then make the visitor as an identified one. So that is absolutely possible. We are still providing that option for both CRM as well as Zoho campaign.
But Sarah, you meant specifically Zoho Mail as opposed to Zoho Sales Inbox, correct?
For Zoho Mails, unfortunately, we don't have any direct integration so far. So regarding the point, definitely we'll check with our product management team. Do we have any idea or not? And I will update you over the email.
I meant more through email templates in the CRM. So you can definitely do it through an email template. If you hyperlink something, then you can check a little box on there that says SalesIQ identifier. So it'll help identify on those templates. So that's what I meant was do the email templates in there. I don't think Sales Inbox has that option though.
Okay. Is that setting in the email templates when you're designing them?
Yes. When you say you want to select, like click here, you can select that link. And when you click on the little hyperlink button, you put in your URL. And then if you have SalesIQ integrated with CRM, then you'll have the option. So you have to make sure that SalesIQ and CRM are integrated. But if you have that integrated, then you can check a little box, and the email templates sent out of the CRM will help you identify people.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Moving on, I wanted to, we also talked about triggers. We said that intelligent triggers, you can actually target based on certain conditions. You can send automated chat requests to your visitors. So when we talk about automated engagement, there is no way we cannot talk about chatbots. And SalesIQ offers two types of chatbots, AnswerBot and ZoBot. AnswerBot, as the name suggests, answers general or frequent questions of your visitors. Now, if you're a business that gets routine questions from visitors on daily basis, then you can use the AnswerBot. You wouldn't want your operators to engage with visitors who ask the same questions over and over, right? In that case, you can use AnswerBot. AnswerBot will answer the visitors' questions from your SalesIQ knowledge base, that is your resources, like articles, FAQs, etc. So the stronger your knowledge base, the more efficient your bot will be. And a really cool thing about AnswerBot is that you do not have to design or build them. They're already pre-built for you inside SalesIQ. You just have to set up some configurations and enable it, and it'll be up and running. Now, moving on, we have ZoBot. Now, ZoBot, on the other hand, is a bot development platform to build compelling bots to automate your customer interactions. So this ZoBot is entirely user-based, meaning it acts according to how you build and design it. It's highly customizable and can be programmed based on whatever business criteria you have. So the options are practically limitless when it comes to ZoBot. ZoBot can create leads if you wish. It can create contacts, even deals. Just like how your operator creates all of this, you can schedule appointments or collect payments. It's all possible with ZoBot. Now, how do you build a ZoBot?
So I have shared a link here in the chat, which has the complete tutorial on building the bots. Whatever you just shared it here, just for all of your reference.
So we have 7 different platforms to build a ZoBot. And first is the codeless bot builder, which helps you build a ZoBot without any code. And then you have the SalesIQ script. So if you are someone who loves code, you can use the SalesIQ script platform to build your bot with Deluge. And if you have your bot on any internal services, then you can hook your bot with SalesIQ by using webhooks. And then we also have Zia Skills, Dialogflow, Watson, and Azure as well. So if you have bots on these services, you can integrate it with SalesIQ and deploy the bot to your visitors on your site. So I have created a bot, and I just wanted to demo it for you guys. So I'm just going to share. This is for me. I'm going to share this for you guys. Yes, so I've deployed a bot on this particular site as well, and the one that I'm going to use to demo for you guys. There is a little difference between the two, but I'm just going to demo it for you. So here we have, as I entered the website, we have the bot popping up. I'm just going to say, so this is a real estate bot. How can I help you? I'm going to say looking for property. And then, are you looking to buy or rent a property? I'm going to say rent. Yes. So in which place are you looking to rent a property? So I can share my location. Allow this. Okay. So I'm just going to say, like I was talking about Chicago earlier, I'm going to say Lincoln Park, Chicago. Yes. So I'm going to send the location in Chicago. So we have house or apartment. What kind of property are you looking for? House or apartment, commercial space? I'm going to say house. So here is a property as per your preference, and we actually have, the details listed here. We have the pictures, we have the living room, kitchen, washroom, apartment. So this is all possible with Zobot, and I'm just going to say I'm interested. So say, great, what's your name? So it's asking for my name. I'm just going to hit submit. Okay, I'm just going to say Ferrero, since I gave that name, and click on submit. Now, so it says, thank you for the details. One of our agents will get back to you. So now what I want to show you is, I want to take you to CRM, and I'm just gonna refresh the screen. Ferrero Zilker Real Estate, ferrero@test.com. So the lead has been created in CRM. So that is what, with the Zobot that we just interacted with, the lead has been created in CRM. Whatever they were interested in has been captured and has been, captured in CRM. So that was the main thing about this. I'm going to go back to the main menu, and I'm going to go for selling a property. So first we looked at looking for property, and now we're going to do selling a property, house or apartment. Where is it located? Share location. I'm just going to share my location. Okay, could you please upload some pictures? I'm just gonna upload this. Send. How much are you expecting? Say $250,000. Ferrero. Let's change the name. Let's say Pete this time. It's just asking me for the number. I'm just going to give a random number, phone number. Thank you for the details. And that's the end of this flow. Now what has happened is, now if I go to my email, I have just received an email with Pete@test.com, seller's phone number, expected price. All of the details have been sent by Zobot to my email, because we have built the Zobot that way. So this is just scratching the surface on what you can achieve with Zobot. There's a lot more you can do with Zobot, and there are plenty. And this is all, I want to say that this was actually built by using the codeless bot builder. No code, just the cards in the codeless bot builder gallery. I'm just going to quickly show you that. Settings, Zobot, and yes. So when I click on plus, you get a lot of cards here with which you can build your Zobot. So this is just a drag and drop interface. You can just drag your cards here, fill in the details, and click on save, and then that is how the flow is created. So for any business use case, you can actually create your own Zobot and deploy it on your site, just like how we saw in the demo bot that I had created. Any questions, guys?
I don't have any questions right now, but I just wanted to say this was extremely, extremely useful. We definitely are going to look for ways that we can implement this. Again, we've had it's been an installed app, but now having gone through the presentation, I have a ton of ideas about how we can incorporate using this. So thank you.
We're really happy to hear that.